My name is Anthony, and the mode that I chose is basketball. What is basketball? Basketball is a team-based sport where two teams have the main objective of scoring the basketball more times than the other team. You can play until a team scores a certain total of points, or play until a timer is done. For example, you can go to a park with some friends, play some 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, all the way up to 5 versus 5, and play all the way up to 21. Or you can play in an organized basketball game where each quarter is 8 to 12 minutes long for 4 quarters and see who has the most points by the end of the game. The way score is tracked depends on whether you are playing for fun or you are in an organized basketball game. For example, like I just said, if you were to go to a park and play with some friends, if you score inside the 3-point line, it could count as 1 point compared to an organized basketball game where if you score inside the 3-point line, it is 2 points. So it all depends on how you want to keep track. But if you are in an organized basketball game, it's usually very consistent in 2 points inside the 3-point line and 3 points when you shoot outside of the 3-point line. Basketball is unique because you can do a variety of things like shoot the ball, defend, rebound, and pass. In basketball, you don't need to score the ball in order to have fun. You can rebound the basketball, you can defend someone who has the basketball, you can pass the basketball for somebody else to score, which can also bring you joy because not only did they score, your whole team scored and you are ahead of the other team, or you're catching up to the other team if you are behind. This is a picture of men who are playing basketball at a park, and notice how in the background there's really nobody looking. Nobody is wearing any uniform. They kind of just came how they wanted to play the sport. Notice how there's about, if you go from left to right, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players, and notice how they're outdoors. And in the next photo, notice how in the background there are thousands of people watching these men play. Certain people are wearing red, while certain people are wearing white to differentiate who's on what team. And notice how they are playing indoors compared to in the last photo where they were playing outdoors. So basketball, you don't need to play an organized basketball game every time. You can also go outside and play with some friends. The pros of basketball. For the body, basketball can improve cardiovascular health, it can burn calories, it can provide muscle development, and reduce stress. How it improves cardiovascular health is when you are moving around and you're playing basketball, that increases your heart rate. And when you increase your heart rate, that is going to improve cardiovascular health. It burns calories because you are moving around and you're sweating, and that causes you to burn some calories and lose some weight. It provides muscle development because while you're playing basketball, you're running, you are jumping, you're getting low to play on defense, and that is going to grow muscles in your legs while also improving your body composition by burning calories and losing weight. And it reduces stress because basketball is an exercise. Depending on how hard you're going, you're moving around and you're exercising. And after exercise, a hormone in your body called dopamine spreads throughout your body, and it helps put you in a happier mood, and that in turn will reduce stress. For your life in general, basketball can create relationships. It can give you a college scholarship. It can help you learn to become unselfish. It can help you overcome adversity and teach you how to deal with success and failure. The cons of basketball. Some cons include potential injuries. It can be time consuming, and feelings can get hurt if you lose or a fight breaks out. The reason why there's potential injury is because when you're playing basketball, you increase the chances of rolling an ankle, or landing wrong and hurting your knee, or landing wrong and hurting your wrist when you're trying to land. So that can happen. It can be time consuming. If you have a job and you have children, or just a lot of things are going on in your life, basketball is something that can take up to 1 hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours of your day, and in that time maybe you need to do something. So that's something you might want to consider. Feelings can get hurt. If you go to the park with some friends and you guys are extremely competitive and somebody wins, somebody loses, words can be said and feelings can get hurt. But at the end of the day, it's all for fun, and that's what you guys have to remember. Barriers to basketball. Some barriers include not having a basketball, not having access to a goal to play on, lack of confidence in yourself to play the game, having an injury such as a rolled ankle or a hurt hamstring, lack of time, and lack of motivation. Potential hazards / safety concerns include injuries to the fingers, hands, wrists, head, ankles, knees, hamstrings, calves, and shoulders if you do not properly warm up and cool down. Potential hazardous situations you can be put in is the exposure to the coronavirus. The reason why is because if you play with somebody who possibly has this disease, you put yourself at risk in coming in contact with somebody with COVID, and then you could possibly catch it yourself. The costs associated to play basketball include a basketball shoes, athletic shirts or shorts, basketball goal, and water. The reason why you need a basketball to play basketball is because that is the main thing used when playing, and costs vary. So depending on whether you're at a Nike or an Adidas or a clearance store, it could be more expensive or less expensive. So a basketball could be around $12, but it could be more or less. Basketball shoes can be very cheap and be $20 at a clearance store, or it can be up to $100 at a Nike or Adidas. Athletic shirts or shorts price also varies. You can get it at Walmart, $5 for shorts, $5 for a shirt, $10, or at an Adidas, $10 for a shirt or $10 for shorts. A basketball goal is free at a park, outdoors, or a gym membership price varies. You can pay up to $10 or up to $40. Price varies, and you always need to stay hydrated when exercising in general. So whether you wanted a water bottle for $1 or you want a full gallon, it depends on your preference. And science that supports basketball is betterhealth.vic.gov.au states, while not renowned as an aerobic sport, it is still a great workout that can help you burn calories, build endurance, improve balance and coordination, and help develop concentration and self-discipline.